Oh, we're fucking right. Part 2. We're going to do one thing for you guys. See, I'm gonna lose my mind. My mic just turned on. I had potato. How long have I been streaming for? 5 minutes now? My mic's been off for 7 minutes now. My mic has been off for 7 minutes and nobody told me. Nobody told me. Me spewing fucking nonsense. Bruh, I'm gonna lose my mind over here. And Shozo underscore ID. LD? L? Is LD? Looks like ID. L? Shozo underscore LD. Well, welcome to the chat. And thank you again, Bobby LaFalcon. Hell yeah, man. I was setting up the camera. I was setting up my mic. I'm sorry. I forgot to press the potato button early on. I used I'll bring it over right now so that you guys can see where I made a mistake. There are 2 mistakes I made. One, switching out the camera. How do you do that? You right click the image of your camera. You go to click it with left click. You right click it. You go to properties. After going to properties, there's an echo in here. And did that fix it? Did that fix it? That, please? Thank you so much for being here. I think. I'm gonna, 1 second, I could do this. Yeah, no. It should be good. It should be good. Oh my god. Add this to my fucking save to watch later. I gotta watch that. I love Cartoon Network. So, if you are, I'll just do this on stream. So this is gonna make a yes. So yes, you guys see that this is my whole OBS setup right here. Look at all those. Look at all this. Like if I really wanted to, I could. Sorry, I could do some shit like that or that or that. See that? I could do stuff like that if I really want to, but I'm not because I don't find it that interesting for me to do that. Maybe like when I'm World of Warcraft gaming. But what I want to show you here is if you were to, you could either go here and go to the camera and right click and you can go to properties, or you could right click here. What happened to my camera? Why did it reset? All right, well, this is how you fix the camera being zoomed out. You can either cut this, and you can like Alt Z it, but Alt Zing doesn't. Well, let me show you. You either hold Alt, and then bring it down, and hold Alt, and then bring it down to exactly where you want. Or if you want the camera to actually kind of keep its 1920 by 1080 field, you can hit Control Z to do that. You would left click it, and when you left click the image, you can go down here to properties. You can go to configure video. It's going to come up with this little thing right here, which is going to tell you exactly how to set the camera controls. And you can just zoom in here by clicking on the right side of the bar. You can drag, but I'd rather honestly do this. Until you have your left and right sides. Were you in prison? Does it still have that prison stream thing up? Or jail prison thing up? And then you could use tilt to go down. And then you can bring it all the way down. Yeah. Woo! I think I'm gonna leave that there. That shit's hilarious. Yes, I went to jail back in like... I've been to jail twice. For speeding tickets. And a failure to appear. Well, it was for a speeding ticket and then a failure to appear to the speeding ticket. So, yeah. Don't be dumb like me. Be smarter. Well, I think that's kind of cool. It slides. No, it's okay. I understand. And then as soon as you hit apply, you hit OK. You'll have the camera now here. Which I think, I like the swords over here in the maid costume, in the Agao shirt, in the hat and everything. There's also like the good boy title right there. And I think that's all really cool stuff. And also, I like that laptop sitting there because then it makes me think that I have to go take the files off that laptop for when I did part of my stream. But yes, we're live. Bring this up a little bit, bring it over here, and then double check over here. No echo? No echo. All right. And then also for that camera zoom, and then over here, if you have a problem like I do, like this doesn't open up on startup, run on Windows startup, show app on startup. I don't know why it won't start on startup anymore. System try? Yeah, something like that. But I wanted to make sure that this loads up on startup so I don't have that issue anymore of when it wouldn't. Otherwise than that, we're going to get started with some World of Warcraft information today. I know that shows the last time you showed up here, you were for some other types of information, like some nuclear information. I was talking about nuclear fusion, quantum physics, quantum teleportation. That's gonna be my other channel. This channel is mostly gaming that I'm working on right now, and this is just a YouTube video trying to make that. And then after that, if you keep staying here for longer, I will chat about anything else you guys want. But first, I want to try to make a YouTube video on hardcore World of Warcraft. So without further ado, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to Nuclear Polymath here, and we're going to get started with some Asmongold hardcore World of Warcraft, because he said that he is the best World of Warcraft player in the world, which means if he's the best World of Warcraft player in the world, he can teach me how to become the best World of Warcraft player in the world. And I think that's a true reality, and if he can't, then he's not the best World of Warcraft player. And at that moment in time, that man will make me the greatest World of Warcraft player in the world. And if he wants to defend his honor, he'll come teach me directly how to be the best World of Warcraft player in the world, right? If you say you're the best, then you better be ready to defend that shit. W's in the chat. Yes, sir! Woo! So, with that, let's go search up from him how to play World of Warcraft. Because people keep fucking up and he keeps being like, man, they keep making these mistakes. And I see what mistakes, because he's not wrong. The funny part is he's never been wrong about him telling them it's a mistake, but he's never explained properly. So I can't figure out exactly what went wrong. If a dragon shows up out of left field while you're fighting these mobs, why did the dragon show up? Well, is it area? Is a dragon like right fucking over there and I don't see it? And then it gets close to me? Is this like RL Craft Minecraft? What is going on here? I'm losing my fucking gourd. So instead of having that issue, we're gonna go figure out from him, how do we play World of Warcraft hardcore the first time I play and not die? Yes, I'll watch a fucking mini YouTube here. Which of these casinos have you heard of? These aren't casinos. Actually, I've never heard of BetMGM, but technically all three of those are casinos online. Make sure to say online casinos.
All they have to do is make sure that they look up the guides for the fights on Wowhead, watch the videos of them by Hazelnutty Games, and then after that...
Hold up! He just gave me lots of information there. So what I like to use, everybody else likes using notes and other stuff. See, Windows has this thing. 2 p.m. Eat a fucking cookie. They have this thing called sticky notes. I like sticky notes because I mean, hey, I was taught by the Navy, and this is because oh yeah. Agretsuko sticky tags. Alright? I used to see my parents playing World of Warcraft, and they'd have fucking paper towels, napkins, McDonald's fucking paper bags, sticky notes, and fucking paper clips worth of information. They used to have these little memoranda books fucking everywhere with documented information on how to fuck to play World of Warcraft. And so you know what? If you want to get good at the game, you follow the best. Those are the best people I know to play World of Warcraft so far, because I don't hear them ever getting screamed at. When I heard them playing WoW, they never got screamed at from what I know. So therefore, we learn from them. I'm going to grab my Agretsuko sticky note here. And the first thing he says, damn, these sticky notes are ass. So we're gonna type it in because I was taught by the Navy that the best way to learn is to type it out so you know it from the actual AI information, write it down, and after writing it down, go to the information and get the information from the source. So now you have 3 types of learning. You learned it by typing it and seeing it physically in front of you on a fucking giant thing that usually is complicated. Then you get less complicated, a sticky note. And after that, you get the least complicated you can, which is just reading it from the source. He so far said that you need to go to. Let's go back.
All they have to do is make sure they're.
Let's go back.
World of Warcraft too complicated for new
Is it too complicated?
Well, of course it's not. All they have to do is make sure that they look up the guides for the fights on Wowhead.
Wowhead, look up fights. You see, I'm teaching you guys exactly how to do it. Wowheads, look up fights. It's on the sticky note. You guys know I'm doing this shit right, because if he comes at me about this shit, I'ma have documented information now. We ain't fucking around with people anymore. We gonna learn. And if you think you ain't gonna learn today, shit, Brody, we learning. All right. And then also I said type it out. So this is how you learn just like me. So it says step 1. Well, I think he skipped a bunch of steps, but step 1. Look up fights on Wowhead. All right. After that,
watch the videos of them by Hazelnutty Games, and then.
All right, Hazelnutty Games. I don't know who the fuck that is, but Hazelnutty Games. We gotta watch those videos. Hazelnutty Games. Watch fight. So what he's saying is, take the information from a fight. Oh, no. I'm gonna wait. Hazelnutty Games. Watch fight. And then also don't forget to document this down into step 2. Watch Hazelnutty Games fight thing. All right, step 3. Scare the winged beast.
After that, they have to download the add-ons, but then they also have to download the plugins for the add-ons.
All right. My brother in Christ told me, download plugins. Or he said, no. He was right. The
add-ons, but then they
download add-ons. We're gonna get this shit done today, bitch. Shit, Young Shaq West, and I'm getting ready, rich. All right, so we're gonna download add-ons, right? And then step 4, because they're not the same step. These are 2 steps. We got download add-ons. Agretsuku. Then download plugins for add-ons. Download plugins for add-ons. All right, step 5. I don't think step 4 is here to Winged Beast, actually. So far, I got to look up the fights, understand the information from the fights, and then watch the video to understand what the information I just read was for the fights, download the add-ons and plugins that the person is using, or all of them, which for me, I'm going to download all of the add-ons and plugins. All right, give me a second.
also have to download the plug.
Give me a second. You see this right here? Mods, ban yourself. Read the title. What is you on about? Read the title, mods. What are you doing? What was that? My mods aren't even reading the titles of the Twitch VOD? Come on, Burrito. You my mans. I love you, my nigga. Gotta pay attention. What is you on about? I will state this again. I'm learning from the best World of Warcraft player in the world how to be the best World of Warcraft player in the world. I'm not gonna reiterate that many times more. But that is the goal.
Plugins for the add-ons. And then after they download the plugins for the add-ons, they have to set up the add-ons, and then there's a separate video.
Alright. Step 5, brothers. Set up the add-ons. Nah, because you never changed that shit, man. You never changing that shit, man. Changing what?
For that too.
The Twitch thing? I swear to God, it changed. I think it's changed even on YouTube. I swear I did it. I pressed the buttons, people. Let me make sure. Yeah, I did press the button to change this. I promise you. I'm trying here, coach. Alright. But set up add-ons. You never be changing the titles. You're not. Oh, you're saying I never be doing that shit. Yeah, you ain't wrong. But hey, at least you get to understand like all my old videos, right? Yeah. You didn't hear that? I wouldn't think you. No, not bad.
But if they do all of those things, they'll still get declined because they didn't buy a carry for ahead of the curve. And so that's going to be $20 more. But other than that, no.
I'm not spending 20. I'm not spending 20 more bucks.
There's almost nobody playing PvP anymore.
We got it.
There's nobody playing PvP, but yeah, there's not a lot of new people playing World of Warcraft.
Well, there's no reason for somebody to, like, here's the thing. Imagine you're a young buck. You know, you're 20 years old, and you fucking love video games.
Why you expecting me to look at the same damn wall and be like, damn, it hasn't changed for the 47th time in a row? Because sometimes that wall will change. And that day, you need to let me know. Because I'll make sure to tell you exactly why. I'll let you know exactly why your wall changed. Just wait one night when you're about to go to bed, I'll let you know. You're going to look at a wall and be like, that wall is not the same it usually is. What the fuck's going on? And it won't change for a minute. And then, like, when you wake up, it'll be gone. And I'll let you know. I'll let you know exactly what happened.
You're really good at them. You're a god. And you want to invest your time into a game, and you want to have it pay off. Which game is going to get you more e-girls? Valorant or World of Warcraft? Or fucking literally any other game?
If you want to go and fuck a girl, you go to Valor. If you want to marry somebody, you go to World of Warcraft.
Besides WoW. And also, you can't make any money playing the game. The ceiling for like a competitive WoW PvP player is getting 1,000 viewers, winning tournaments for $1,000, and reading 1,000 comments about how you're a piece of shit. So why would anybody do it?
I mean, World of Warcraft is not a very accessible game. You know what I mean?
No, it's not.
Here's the biggest problem with World of Warcraft, okay? Like, kids these days are like mega zoomers. Even I find myself, I'm like this. I just want, like, this is the TikTok age, you know? Like, we want our instant gratification. We don't have to, like, want to do anything. Like, let me.
Yeah, that is wild. That did happen. That did happen.
Right.
I wasn't ready for it.
Anybody want to have to jump through
Not this soon.
50
Not this soon.
hoops
Not
just
this
to
soon in
be
my
able
streaming
to
career.
play an arena game?
I've been streaming enough for people to have
Play
kids,
League.
actually, though.
They just play League. They don't have to worry about it. They don't have to think about it. They just play.
2012.
Makes sense, really.
Let's do a little thought experiment, okay?
If somebody married, got kids, that same year I started streaming, they'd have children.
Imagine you're a kid and you're looking for a new video game to play. And you're browsing YouTube and you see two games. The first game you see is World of
Here we go.
Warcraft 3v3 Arena. Okay?
Yeah.
And you're watching Peekaboo and he's on his sub rogue and oh my god.
He's calling
looking
out all of his abilities like he's on a fucking anime. Yep.
alive. Peekaboo is making plays.
He is.
Shotting this guy. He's gouging
He's going
this
crazy.
guy. He's blind sapping that guy. He's one-shotting that guy. He's a hero. He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's the two-time. Gets the dub. And you're thinking, wow, I want to be like Peekaboo when I grow up. So you look and you want to try World of Warcraft. You're like, I want to
Well,
play
it's also like I think that a lot of people get into esports because they want to get acknowledged for being good at something. I think that it's a lot of young.
I have never cared about being acknowledged for my skills. I just want to have fun in the game and not be shit. The more shit you are, the less likely you are to have fun in the game. The only people that have fun in the game while being shit is people who drink. And I don't want to be drinking drunk all the time in World of Warcraft during the middle of a raid. What happens if I need to throw up and pass out? Then I can't finish off the raid because I'm fucking too drunk. You see what I mean? So, I'm gonna be sober and doing the best I can to be the best World of Warcraft player you damn people ever seen.
A lot of guys that want to come in and they want to pop off and they want everybody to see how fucking good they are. Sounds sad? I think that's the reason why a lot of people get into competitive stuff, right? Yeah, that's how it is. And
I just want to win.
Oh, this was on Twitch, and you have to understand that Twitch
Just swallow it down.
is designed
What,
for
the
a native
pasta?
phone. So yeah, that's why the bit rate for this is low. Anyway, so people want to play a game that they're going to get acknowledged for being really good at this game. They want to be the next Faker. They want to be the next fucking Tarek, right? Or Asu, like one of these like really, really popular. They're the next Shroud. People aren't trying to be the next World of Warcraft player. The next Peekaboo, the next Venruki. That's just the truth. There's no girl.
I'm trying to be the next Asmongold, motherfucker.
That's a big fucking reason.
Look, I'm trying to be the next Asmongold that's better than Asmongold because I'm not an asshole. Right? That's the difference. I'm not going to be an asshole. I'm just going to be like, can you not do this again and again and again and again? You're getting me killed. And you're making the other players upset. And then when they do it for the 100th time, I'm like, you made me want to kill myself. You made my priest want to kill herself. You made my warlocks want to kill themselves. Stop. Then if they don't stop at that point, hey, you get kicked, bro. Easy day. I'm not a dick. I'm not an asshole.
Sounds awesome.
No. Why would I be an asshole when I can be nice?
Yeah.
It would be funny, but I'm not trying to farm views. I'm just trying to win the game and do the best we can. Which again, if you want to be the best, you have to be an asshole. You have to. I'm not saying I'm not gonna be an asshole sometimes. I'm just gonna manage it so everyone has fun 95% of the time, and then the 5% of time where someone's fucking up massively, I'm gonna be like, you piece of shit. The fuck's wrong with you? We all told you 100 fucking times not to do this stupid shit, and you do it a fucking 100th time in a fucking row? Hell no. You have fucking issues. Go get mental health checked or something, because you have a mental problem you're not getting it dealt with. And if they look at me like, well, what about you? You're being an asshole. I'm like, I have mental health issues. I take medication. I have therapy every fucking week. Do you? You're doing nothing about it. So you shut the fuck up and do the right thing. Shit, the fuck's wrong? Like, we used to do that shit in the Navy. We used to be like, your ADHD is fucking triggering all of us. Stop. If you failed the mental health test, then that means that you won in life.
Can I just play arena?
No.
You have to level. Okay, well, I guess I'll.
Okay, you
Wait, what am I missing?
So you buy World of Warcraft.
There's no fame and there's no fortune. That's a big fucking reason.
3-3 arena. That sounds awesome. I want to play sub rogue. So you buy.
There's
I think I
no
missed something.
girls, there's no fame and there's no
Yeah, it's about here.
fortune. That's a big fucking reason.
3-3 arena. That sounds awesome. I want to play sub rogue.
I broke it.
Buy World of Warcraft. You
Yeah.
download World of Warcraft. You make your character, and then you're like, wait, what? Can I just play arena?
I don't know if I'm on. I'll talk about that later.
Okay, well, I guess I'll.
Okay, you level. That's fine.
And then you level up. Okay, you level up your rogues.
Now
and
can I
like
do
peekaboo.
arena?
Okay, can I play now?
No.
No, you can't play now.
No.
Now you have to grind honor gear.
That's right.
And on top of grinding honor gear, you also
And get
need to start
farmed by
working
people.
on your crafted gear.
That's
You want
right.
to have the right embellishments. Well, what
And
are
if-
embellishments?
Okay.
Well, embellishments
We
are
have to understand there's a system.
these.
It's a
Where is he
system.
running?
You
Yeah.
can add to your gear that make you a lot more powerful, and if you don't have them, you're probably screwed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess
Okay,
I'll
just
do
go
that
get
too.
those,
So
it's
what do I
fine.
need to do? Like my campaign? Yeah, get on the
So
campaign,
now
do
you
it
have-
up.
yeah.
All right. Now that you've got
Right.
your honor gear, you need to start queuing, and
Yeah.
you need to work on your conquest gear. Don't worry.
Well, we need to get the enchants too, though, for the gear. Also, keep that in mind. You got to enchant.
Hold
the
up, hold up,
gear,
hold up.
gems
Holy
for it,
shit,
all
I
that.
forgot. Damn.
This needs power. You have to level. Okay, well, I guess I'll craft. You make your character, and then you're like, wait, what? Can I just play arena?
Make character. Talk about what later? I don't think I have autism. I think I have SCD because I was trying to figure out like what is the actual reactions because everybody who I know, like all of them have autism, but I don't feel like I relate to them. Like they make mistakes I wouldn't make. Like they don't understand like I understand. So that means that I wouldn't have autism. I would have something else that's very similar. So I looked at it, and so far, when I was doing some research last night, I saw SCD, and I was like, it was social communication disorder, where you have a hard time actually talking to people and conversating. Have what? Bro, I swear I heard STD. SCD. So I think it's something like that, but I want to go talk to my therapist about getting another check because everything I have would say I have autism, but at the same time I'm missing some characteristics, small ones. So, what was I doing? I said make a character. I don't care about playing arena. I care about playing the World of Warcraft world and getting up to level 60. All right.
No. You have to level. Okay, well, I guess I'll.
Okay, you level.
That's why.
And
That's
then
why I want to go get checked.
level up. Okay, you level up.
Level up. Woo! I'm gonna level. I'm doing the thing that I like, but then they're gonna tell me. People always tell me like, you need to do this and this and this and this. I'm like, do I have to? Can I just level up my character, get to level 60, and then run some raids? Like that's my thought process. I want to get to level 60, run some raids at a very like in hardcore. So I need to make sure I don't fuck up.
Your rogue, so
Now
you
can
be
I
like
do
peekaboo.
arena?
Okay, can I play now?
No.
No, you can't play now.
No.
Now you have to grind honor gear.
That's right.
And
It says grind honor gear. All right. But with me grinding honor gear, my question is, isn't arena just PvP? I don't want to play PvP.
And on top
I like
of
PvE.
honor gear, you also
And get
need to start
farmed by
working
people.
on your crafted gear. 'Cause
That's
you want
right.
to have the right embellishments. Well, what
And
are
you-
embellishments?
Okay.
Well, embellishments
We
are
have to understand.
So he said something else there too.
you have the right embellishments. You also
get
need to
farmed
start
by
working
people.
on your crafted gear.
That
Crafted gear. Slash embellishment.
Right embellishments. Well, what are embellishments?
With embellishments. Big word right there, boy. We learned big words today.
Okay.
Well, embellishments
Well, you have to
are
understand there's a system.
these little additions that you can add to your gear that make you a lot more powerful, and if you don't have them, you're probably screwed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess
Okay,
I'll do
just go
that
get
too.
those,
So
it's
what do I
fine.
need to do? Like my campaign? Yeah, get on the campaign,
now
do
you-
it up.
yeah.
All right. Now that you've got
Right.
your honor gear, you need to start queuing, and
Yeah.
you need to work on your conquest gear. Don't worry.
Well, you need to get the enchants too, though, for the gear. Also, keep that in mind. You got to enchant.
Hell yeah. Get some 2K grinding.
All that.
Start do like my campaign. Yeah, get on the campaign,
now
do
you-
it up.
yeah.
All right. That you can add to your gear that make you a lot more powerful, and if you don't have them, you're probably screwed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess
Okay,
I'll
just
do
go
that
get
too.
those,
So
it's
what do I
fine.
need to do? Like my campaign? Yeah, get on the campaign.
Play campaign.
Now you-
do it up.
yeah.
All right. Now that you've
Right.
got your honor gear, you need to start queuing, and you need to work on your conquest gear. Don't worry.
Well, you need to get the enchants too, though.
What is Okay, let's see what honor gear classic. Well, what's honor gear? I don't want honor gear. I don't want honor gear. I'm gonna get honor gear because that's what I'm being told to get. But I don't want that. I want PvE gear.
Though for the gear also,
and you need to work on your conquest gear. Don't worry.
Well, you need to get the enchants too, though, for the gear also.
But why are we getting gear for PvP if we're PvEing? I mean, hey, I'm gonna keep going because that's what 66.7 assists rookie debut game. I wish I knew basketball. I don't. I know football, but I have not learned in Batman. I know football, Batman, and I figured out volleyball because I was playing that. Maybe it's just that good. Yeah, that's my thought process. Like, just listen to the masters and just do what they say. But like, I don't want to fight PvP. It doesn't interest me. So embezzlements and enchantments on all the gear by this point.
Also, keep that in mind. You got to enchant the gear, get gems for it, all that.
You are way behind on
Well, it's
getting
basically
it,
holy fucking shit.
but it's really no problem. Oh,
Holy fucking shit, bro! What the fuck?
Add-ons. Okay, so is you need to go download a program called CurseForge.
Yeah, you have to download a program to download more programs for the game, so you can play the game.
Okay. Now download CurseForge, and you can get these different add-ons. Okay, so you're going to need S Arena, so you can track all your diminishing returns. You're going to need to set up.
This is my stack of Agritsuko so far for this game.
You're going to need to set up Omni CD, so you can see your teammates' abilities. You need to set up Omni Bar, so you can track the enemy abilities. And then on top of that, you're going to need to get details. So whenever you get one shot, you can try to figure out what killed you immediately.
Right. You go back to the death result.
Okay, now let me know when you get all of that set up.
So you have to get all that, and then also not only download it, right, but you also have to set it up.
Okay, great. Now your gear still sucks, so you're gonna grind that out for a little bit to be on an even playing field.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to one shot all over the place, but you're gonna figure it out eventually. And that's why you need to download Mess's Weak Aura packet.
Oh, there's a weak. Oh, we forgot about the weak aura packet. So that's a set. Yeah, true.
Even though you're not exactly sure what's gonna kill you, when enough horns and whistles go off, you'll be able to figure it out. Okay, and then it's like, what the fuck? Alt F4. Okay, that's why.
Well, he wasn't even halfway done. And then the best part is you do all of the things that you could do, and you're like, all right, it's time to play arena. Well, I guess I'll join this group. Decline. No, can I play these guys? No, decline. Nobody will play with you. Because you don't have any rating. You don't have achievements that go back 10 years.
people are a little intimidated when it comes to World of Warcraft
Yeah, you gotta play
PvP.
solo
Now,
shuffle.
imagine that same person tunes into like a Counter-Strike tournament
Yeah.
and he's watching Fraud. Fraud probably hasn't played in a million years, but it's all I know. He's watching Fraud from Complexity from 2008 op people. And he's like, oh my god, Fraud's so good at opping, I want to op. And then he downloads the game and starts playing.
Yep.
And that's it. The end. You know, like, it's a pretty jarring comparison.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the biggest obstacle when it comes to World of Warcraft PvP. What's up, Zari? It's the
And
biggest
people can appreciate being good at Counter-Strike. Like somebody who has never played Counter-Strike can watch you get a headshot really fast and be like, nice, good one. Somebody that sees you make a really good play in WoW is like, the game's over and they're like, oh, did you win?
biggest obstacle when it comes to World of Warcraft is it's very difficult. An MMORPG, and listen, I have to give a lot of credit to the developers because for us who've been around for a long time, the gearing process has gotten a lot better over time.
It has.
You know what I mean? Like, I do think there's a lot of positives to this expansion. I feel like they've done a really good job making it more convenient and better for us.
It's true.
That doesn't change the fact that it is extremely complicated to play this game. If you were,
Well, it's also the game is super complex. Like that's it. And also like not like maybe World of Warcraft shouldn't be an esport. Like not every game needs to be an esport.
New player in World of Warcraft, good luck is all I'm saying. Good frickin' luck. You know, so that's why I think a lot of people, as sad as it is to say, and I think it's important to at least admit this because then maybe in the future we can move forward and make it better for people to, you know, try World of Warcraft and play PvP because that would be ideal. But I think it's important to admit that
if they want people to try PvP and play WoW again, they need to cut out literally 80% of all the buffs and debuffs and probably 50% of the abilities. Just flat out reduce CC by like 60-70%. The game is fucking fried, man. You're absolutely fucking fried. Like, I showed it. Do I still have it up? Look at this. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? It's still there. Meanwhile, in Classic WoW, there's like 2 debuffs, and that's it.
it's a lot easier for people to just play other games. You just log on and play.
Not good.
Like, you just play League, you just play Dota, you just play Counter-Strike, just whatever you want. You know what I mean? The issue is the elitism. The elitism shouldn't even exist, though. You think when I play Overwatch, I care about elitism? No. I just queue up and I can play.
Yeah.
I download Overwatch and I play. There's no elitism. I just get ranked. There's enough people playing where I just queue, and if I suck, I get put into bronze, and if I'm pretty good, then I get put into, you know, gold, and if I'm a little better than good, I get to be diamond, and you know what I mean? I'm just playing against people at a relatively skill level. There's no elitism gatekeeping it. The only reason there's elitism is because
Matchmaking sucks.
I feel like the community is relatively small, so it's hard to actually get into groups. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where I think solo shuffle, this is actually what I believe. I believe, and people are going to hate me for saying this, I believe the future of WoW PvP is solo shuffle.
Oh, he's completely right. He's 100% right. Nobody wants to have to log on and wait for 2 other people to get on to be able to play the game in any sort of a competitive way. Absolutely.
And I think there is a lot
and also, like, it's obvious that it's the future. Because everybody's playing solo shuffle and nobody's playing arena. So why is it that everybody, as soon as you gave them a solo queue option, they all quit playing arena? There you go.
That need to be done to make it as ideal as possible. But I'm telling you, a solo queue mode is the only reason that I feel like World of Warcraft gains popularity in PvP. And I think in Season 1 of Drake...
I think that it is impossible for WoW to gain popularity in PvP unless they completely revamp the game from the ground up. Like, I'm talking about, like, bigger than Cataclysm, bigger than Legion. I'm talking about back to basics, all the way back to, like, vanilla WoW, and build up from there. It's too much. It's just, like, nobody is going to watch this shit. Reset everything.
Flight. When people played Solo Shuffle, when it was new, it was exciting, it was fresh, there was lots of people queuing, the queue times weren't too long. People finally got to play the game. There's so many people that want to play PvP, but they just sit in LFG all day long.
And it's also like another little minor thing is like, you know, one of the reasons why people don't like playing Arena is tanks in Arena. Have you ever played an Arena game against a tank and had fun? Because I haven't. Played the game 15 years. I've never had fun. Yep, as a tank? Yes, exactly. Tanks really aren't a problem. Gone through 700 games without seeing a tank. Yeah, until they are. Yeah, they should not let you queue tank specs into Arena. They're not fun to play against. In a way that is completely unique to tank specs. Tanking is designed for dragons, not players.
For dragons.
One game in LFG, and then they get kicked out of the group, and then they're back to LFG. So Solo Shuffle was actually like their godsend, where they could just play. Oh my god, I've got an hour. I'm gonna log on. I'm gonna play some Solo Shuffle.
They'll be able to queue for one
Great,
game.
I'm in this game. I get to play. It's fun. I'm gaining my rating. I'm getting my rewards. This is amazing. And then obviously in season 2, with like ratings being gate kept and stuff like that, I feel like it lost a little bit of popularity, but hopefully it'll pick back up now that they've added some more rating and stuff like that. But yeah, I really feel like a solo queue mode.
Why are we talking so much about PvP?
Future of WoW. I know you guys hate me saying that.
Do they say like PvP is like the greatest thing in the game? I'm like, no, PvE is really the greatest part of the game. Enjoying the story with other people.
It's always going to be this thing where it's like you have such an extremely difficult time to play unless you already have friends, which lots of people don't, or unless you're already heavily invested in the community, which a lot of people aren't, you know?
It's also that the hardcore players, like the ceiling gets higher, the really good players get better, but the floor stays the same. So like a new player that's playing WoW is just as shitty as you were whenever you came into the game playing it, basically. Like assuming like there's no PC issues, or you know, it was like back before like the internet was like there was nothing on the internet to look stuff up for. Like there's the floor stays the same and the ceiling just gets higher.
Like they don't have any. There are people that
Same. I just think raid bosses, but they're like PvP, PvP, PvP. I don't care. I'm like hoping that after this, he's gonna talk about like more stuff. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna take all the sticky notes and put them into sticky notes after on my PC. Afterwards, after this is all done, just so you guys can see what was said in the video.
Whereas when I play Overwatch, I just log on, game. Want to play Dota? Log on.
He's reiterating the same thing to fill in space in his video, just to make his video longer.
Start playing the game without having to deal with a bunch of
bullshit. He spent 6 of the 8 minutes so far talking about, yeah, if the game was just like better with PvP, if this game was just better with PvP, if this game was just better with like this with PvP. Shut the fuck up and talk more about what I gotta do to get better. Stop talking about how shit you are at PvP and talk about how the fuck I can continue on in the game. If I'm stuck at level 30, dying to level 30 mobs, what the fuck's going on with me?
Like for people that are like you guys, do y'all remember back in like Cataclysm where a lot of WoW PvPers quit WoW to play League and Dota? That was like a really big thing back then.
I mean, I saw my parents playing a lot of PvP, but I heard them also fucking raiding. You're only talking about a quarter of the game right now, which, or I hate to say it, PvP isn't the massive part of the game. If you watched all the deaths in hardcore, they never did PvP because they know they die. Why do you want to kill yourself? Choose a different fucking game that you don't die in.
Yes. So like while these other games are not MMOs, they are competing for the attention of
I believe Arc Riders because the goal is to survive and get out, and I survive most of the time. I play Overwatch 2 because I don't die. Kingdom Hearts, I don't die. Minecraft, I don't die. 7 Days Die, I don't die. Why do I want to go play a mode where I should die a lot?
Did you play Shadowlands? Wait, did anybody here actually put themselves through the fucking self-harm of playing Shadowlands? Because that's not what happened. In Shadowlands, you had to upgrade your gear with honor 50,000 fucking times just to use it. Everybody hated that. It's the exact opposite. That's why they changed it in Dragonflight. People don't remember anything.
I think that there is a good solo queue mode, and there's got to be like more convenience. Like I really want more people to play WoW. I do. I love this game.
Not gonna happen.
I'm not shit talking. Like I'm not shit talking. World of Warcraft is literally that. Like I've dedicated my life to this game in a lot of ways.
Yeah, you play a lot. Yeah,
I love this game.
I played the game
I
a
want
lot
nothing
too.
but its success. But I feel like there's some.
Talk about what I can do to be better.
Like, here's a fucking problem. You guys can't see it, but like, it says average wait time 17 minutes, time in queue 12 minutes. Like, this has been an 8-minute video. He's been trying to play one game. So what's the solution? There is no solution. You're not going to get new players for a game that gives you no clout, no money, no e-girls, and it's hard to learn. Like, that's just the truth. It's just not going to happen. Like, fuck, guys. Like, I mean, really. Like, I'm just trying to be honest here. All right. You can't fix that. Yes. Well, you can, but you're not going to.
I just want a smart wife that can actually understand shit that I talk about. Is that too much to fucking ask for? So I'm going to WoW, where I should be able to find a wife.
It's a different conversation, but I hate add-ons.
If she's 40 fucking 2, then I guess I got a 42-year-old wife. It is what it is. If I need an older woman that's just smart enough to understand me, then I just need an older woman that's able to smart enough. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've talked to 30-year-olds that cannot understand what I talk about. I've talked to 30-year-olds that don't understand the principles of what I'm bringing up. I'm done. I'm cooked, Chief. I've learned too much in this life. I'm too smart.
It's an interesting take. I know a lot of people disagree with me. That's fine. I'm willing.
How is that a hard thing to... Do people just not care about learning about the rest of the world and what we could do to be better and how to further yourself as a human and actually understand the literal physics of reality? They don't? Well, shit, I guess I'm gonna die alone.
Most simplistic in recent times. I really do believe that. I'm not gonna lie.
There's not enough smart people out there anymore. And the only time I could have actually found a smart person was in the nuclear navy. And if I did that, then I would have been doing fraternization. And people would be like, well, what about fraternization? You're dating a girl and you're married. And I'm like, well, that's just because you can't get pussy. We are two different human beings. Not really. Well, you're smart, Burrito. So what do you mean that there's not other smart people out there? You stopped by my stream out of left field. I'm pretty sure. Didn't you stop by my stream out of left field, or did I find you in Overwatch too?
Imagine you're a new player and someone's trying to explain this to you, okay? You're like, I want to get into raiding. How do I do damage as an arcane mage? Let's watch.
Fuck, did I miss something?
Disagree with me? That's fine. I'm agree because it's the most simplistic in recent times. I really do believe that. I'm not gonna lie. This is something we watched yesterday. You guys want to see it? I genuinely believe with all of my heart and soul that damage rotations in this game are way too complicated. Like, they are way too complicated.
That's the fun part.
There's too many cooldowns. There's too many abilities. And a perfect example is an Arcane Mage PvE guide. I'm going to show you this, okay?
Yes.
Blow your mind, okay?
PvE.
For a second. Imagine you're a new player and someone's trying to explain this to you, okay? You're like, I want to get into raiding. How do I do damage as an arcane mage? Let's watch.
Now let's head into this single target rotation. 15 seconds before the pull, you want to be spamming arcane explosions to fish for clear casting procs. This part may vary based on your haste levels, but in general, 9 seconds before the pull starts, you want to cast evocation so you can start stacking Siphon Storm. At around 3 seconds, you want to cast a Rune of Power into an Arcane Blast precast and Arcane Orb. The pull has now begun, and we already have 4 arcane charges, so we're ready to start our Arcane Surge burn. However, this burn will change based on if you have double time warp activated or not. So if you plan on popping double time warp, you want to immediately stack Arcane Harmony to 20, then continue with the burn rotation. If you aren't popping double time warp, then you don't have to worry about...
Has the fight started yet?
We're 24, 27 seconds in, about 30 seconds in.
The fight hasn't even started. Okay.
Arcane Harmony, it can immediately start with Radiant Spark when the pull begins. After Radiant Spark, we cast 3 Arcane Blasts into Arcane Surge and another Tempest. Now, if Time Warp is up, you want to cast Arcane Blast and spell Q Arcane Barrage into it. If you're not sure what it means to spell Q, I'll have an explanation of it down in the description. If you're not in Time Warp, then forget about Arcane Blast, just cast Arcane Barrage, and touch the Magi while Barrage is traveling, but right before it lands.
We pulled.
The reason that we pop Touch of the Magi while Barrage is traveling is so that we gain about an extra second of Touch of the Magi uptime, while still benefiting from Barrage inside it. Also, Touch of the Magi itself gives us 4 Arcane charges, so right after Touch of the Magi, we want to follow a simple priority list. Nether Precision buffed Arcane Blast, Clear Cast Arcane Missiles,
This is a
and regular
simple
Arcane
list.
Blasts. Now,
Yeah.
due to arcane bombardment, if your target is
This isn't that complicated.
you want a barrage and have it land just before Touch of the Magi ends. Otherwise, use Presence of Mind to fit one last arcane blast into Touch. And finally, if you're in double Bloodlust, you want to cast a barrage on the last global of your arcane surge buff. Otherwise, just follow the priority list as usual, and once your arcane surge buff wears off, cast Shifting Power, and that's the end of the arcane surge burn. Now, I know this may be a lot to take in all at once, especially since the rotation
It's not.
based on if Lust is active or if the target's an execute.
Use your fucking ability smartly. Oh shit, I do this. Like, I don't even know if I go search up all these spells. I bet that there's a reason why you do this. There's a reason why this is here. There's a reason why you start with rune spells into arcane bolts 3 times, and then there's a reason why you probably stack something using arcane bolts, and then after that you cast something arcane symbol or neutron touch. I don't know. Where when you stacked up these 3, both of these abilities are now tripled in damage or something. So this triples damage and this is triple damage, and then you need to restack up. So like arcane blast, like whatever the A is, it's just gonna help you make sure that you take care of like a little more damage, and then this will be. We're like, we haven't pulled them yet though. No, I think we pulled them. I just don't. I think they're stupid, and they like because look, this is all damaging abilities. It looks like to me. This doesn't look like you're casting spells to add a buff to yourself before you go in. So then you have the ABA, then the TOTM, which this probably has some overtime damage, or is it managing cooldowns? Yeah, it's both. It's using spells smartly, but then managing the cooldowns with them. So you use this, because this probably takes the longest, and then this takes the second longest, and this takes the third longest and the fourth longest. Where you can get 3 bursts into downtime. Ooh, you're right. That's why they would cast this first, is so that they have time. See, there's reasons why you're doing something. Like this, if you really think it through, if someone were to explain to you, you use this first, and then this takes up about 40 seconds. So during that 40 seconds, you need to cast these 3 things, this thing after it, and then this thing after to multiply damage over time. You see what I mean? Like it's not like it's like if you're stupid if you can't understand it. You literally are unintelligible. If you cannot figure it out, you're just not smart. And this game's not for you. This game's meant for smart people.
My best advice would be take it one step at a time. First learn the rotation without Lust or Execute, and then gradually start incorporating the other conditionals. To help you out with this, I created a cheat sheet that you can find in the description of this video, and it'll have everything you need to know about the rotation, so you can have that pulled up on the
Back
side.
in Wrath,
I would have been excited for this shit. I wouldn't play it because I mean, that's Warlock or some shit.
Cast Arcane Blast, and you would do that 4 times, and then you would cast Arcane Missiles, and then sometimes you would get a proc, and you could cast Arcane Missiles again. Now after that, you go back to Arcane Blast.
While practicing.
What's so hard about that?
Come on, man. Come on, bro. That is too much, man.
No, it isn't.
It's too much. I get it.
Yeah.
People, you want the rotation.
People will be like, I'm pressing buttons. I have to press buttons to play a fucking game. Stop being stupid. You need to press buttons to live your fucking life in a certain order. How do you turn a car on? Pretend your pedal and your brakes are fucking buttons you use. Simplify the shit. Why is he dumb? He plays this game. He needs to just shut the fuck up. He's just complaining about nothing that oh, well there's still like I have 20 buttons I have to press. That's more buttons of damage. Holy shit, if I press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 20 in 20 seconds and I'm able to eviscerate something, cool. Maybe you need to use 10 of them specifically timed. Cool. Overwatch 2, you need to ult at a specific time. You switch to any other game, it's the same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. Fuck, damn it. Literally. Oh my gosh.
This is the thing, right? Is that WoW, the developers are trying to make the game rewarding for people that play it as a job. Good job. You've succeeded. They have succeeded in that, and it has happened. But here's the issue: nobody else is gonna have any fucking fun.
What do you mean?
Enough where you're not just playing classic, spamming Frostbolt. I totally understand that. And maybe you don't even want the rotation as simple as like Wrath of the Lich King, where like you're spamming.
Let me guess. If he were to stop talking about this, certain people like pressing fucking buttons and dealing damage. I don't, because I want to learn World of Warcraft from the best players in the world. Yeah, they're rage baiting me because they're fucking stupid. So I'm going to go be a smart World of Warcraft player and tell them, if you can't press your buttons, get the fuck off that character. Play something else. It's not meant for you. If you're worried about pressing 5 buttons in orders that are like in the order of the buttons, don't play that character. Why do you think I play fucking Tank Winton? I press like 3 buttons. I don't need to do much shit. You know what? I'm pretty sure if I go talk to my father right now, he pressed like 5 to 6 buttons as a paladin. I want that shit. Have you considered watching the smart shit? This is the smart shit! They're the smartest people for this game! I can't do anything about this! What, I go Google somebody else who's gonna teach me information that's not the smartest? The ones where they get to the damn point. But the funny part is, the videos that will tell you the best and most information won't have this information in it. You see why these guys are the best players? It's because they have this and the other guys don't. They just have their brains. The other guys have been playing for the last 3-4 years. These guys have been playing for their whole lives. So they're like, oh, well, I've been doing this and I've been watching this happen and people keep fucking up the Arcane Blast mode, so I'm getting pissed off at it, so I'm gonna make a fucking rant about the fact that the Arcane Blast sucks, and then also the fucking rotation sucks, because why the fuck would you have that happen when in reality some people just like pressing fucking buttons? You know why I went into the nuclear navy and had a great time? I gotta press fucking buttons! And it did shit! I don't see it because clearly they just rage bait. Honestly, at this point they might be, but I just need to... I need to know.
You're getting buffed by your charges, and then you use your barrage to dump your charges and reset. And if you happen to get a proc, you use it. Like, I feel like there's enough complexity there, or it's still fun. But like Legion was a good example too of like the rotations weren't too ridiculous. But now,
no, they weren't that bad.
I can skip this all, and I can go to like the information parts. But what if I miss something?
Classic WoW. Your rotation, you could do your rotation with the garage door opener. You just shadow bolt, shadow bolt, shadow bolt, shadow bolt, shadow bolt. Done. All right, boss is dead. How'd I do? All right, pretty good. And that's it, because a lot of people played that.
it's like it's crazy, bro.
I got a 95.
Crazy. So yeah. Anyways, that's what I think.
Pre-pull what you want. Do you want to cast it?
How do you consider that they are the people who played WoW since it's really... They are! They are. These guys are. And the people who made the videos a lot of times aren't. They just aren't. They came in after, like, Cataclysm or Legion. Right? Because that's when the biggest following was there. Like, they came after the start. So they don't know everything that actually is used in the smallest, like, parts. Or you just need to not be stupid. You are rage baiting me.
Shadowpraise is just as complicated, but these two specs are exceptions. I mean, I was looking at. Let me see if I can find it. I made a list. Of Frost Mage abilities. These are just attacks. This is look at this. Okay. This is Frost Mage after the rework. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys this. As a Frost Mage after the rework, these are your attack buttons. These are all things you need to have keybind to do damage. You need to have Frostbolt, Ice Lance, Flurry, Frozen Orb, Blizzard, Cone of Cold, Frost Nova, Fire Blast, Arcane Explosion, Blast Wave, Ray of Frost, Glacial, Ice Nova, Comet Storm. Evan Bolt actually got pruned. They literally pruned it. So Evan Bolt did get pruned.
Making the game easy again, huh?
For your Water Elemental alone, you need Water Jet Keybind, you need Pet Attack Keybind, you need Pet Freeze Keybind, and if you happen to PvP, you also need to use Ring of Fire, and you also need to use Frost Bomb. And these are just attacks. It's a lot. Now, I've heard people of the opinion that there are people that have the opinion that it's better to have more attacks, which means more
And who said
information,
that
more time to look at.
since they played since start they actually are good?
You can only be good at a game if there's a lot of buttons in the game. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. How many buttons does Counter-Strike have? How many buttons does League have? MMO player logic? Yes. It's so fucking stupid.
They say so.
Again, it is people.
I would listen to the person who again. We had in my nuclear class, since we're talking about nuclear engineering here, I remember always going to the smartest kid in class or the smartest kid in the room, because sometimes the smartest kid in class wasn't in the building because he's so smart he was allowed to leave the building. I was the dumb kid in the class. No, I was the average kid in class. I was averagely smart. I called myself the dumb kid because I wasn't the smartest kid. So in the end of the day, and remember, everyone in the Navy calls you the dumb kid if you're not the smartest. So all I got called was stupid and dumb and retarded all the time I was in the military. All right? In reality, I went to the smartest kid in class and asked him, how do I do this? And he'd say some weird metaphor and then talk a little bit about his life, and then he puts it in perspective of a human being. Because you have 2 points of information. You have the actual analytical data, which is what we have in front of us. Then you have the person who you like. I like these people in my class. Even though they called me stupid, they were right. I wasn't as smart. I was 1 point GPO behind them. They're fucking 3.9. I'm at 2.9. There's a difference. And he says, but he does like most of the time the people I talk to, when they were smart like that, they didn't use it against you. They actually said that they liked having me because I gave them a different perspective. And so, even though, like, the funny part is, like, my boy Jay, okay, I'm gonna call him Jay because I can't say his full last name, but he looked at me, and I came to him for help because he had finished the homework. And I said, hey, I really don't understand this for once. I'm not going to the petty officers. I'm going straight to you. He tells me, that is actually complicated. I don't know how you got there. I was like, oh, because of this, that, and the third. He's like, okay, well, this is what I do, and I think about it like this, and then he was like, hold up. You're right. I'm wrong. There's a point where I make a mistake here because I assumed that this would work with this thing, and this happens. Thank you. So the smartest people will learn from the stupidest, even though he wouldn't call me the dumbest. He actually said I was very smart, and every time I talked to him, he said I was extremely intelligent. I didn't believe him because 20 people behind me said I was fucking retarded, while only like 3 people in front of me told me that I was, highly intelligent, and the 2 people to the side are fucking losing their minds crying over the fact that they're about to fail a fucking exam. And then be put on 25 TAC 4s and have to sit there. Yeah, anyways. Look. If you want to learn nuclear knowledge that fast, what you got to do. But I learned that the more I went to the smart people, they would like to listen to me explain my thought processes to understand how I got there. That's what I love hearing. How did you come to this conclusion? That's what I love hearing. If you're going to come to me and talk to me about anything, I want to hear how did you get there? Right? So they're here and they know all of their career. And they're here to explain to me every last detail and be that J for me. Right? These guys wouldn't call me stupid. They call me intelligent. Even though I feel dumb. So now I'm going to go listen to them real quick, try to get the answer from them because they have the answers. They do this thing when we had exams. Like, I do this. I test every human being in the world. I've tested my friend Daniel, Ethan, all the people I know. The same way I was tested in the military. We have BOD, which is benefit of the doubt. Like, I trust what you say, but there might be some information that's mismanaged. There is W, which is just wrong. Not W as win, it's fucking wrong. You have my fucking favorite, because every human being, Daniel, Ethan, everyone I know, Burrito, you do the same thing. ATQA. Answer the question asked. Did you answer the question? No. Then it's not done yet. And then I got ATQA like twice in my military career. Because I read and I listen. I don't do my own brain processes and think, right? Everyone thinks too hard about the question that is asked. They ask you a specific question and it has a yes and no. It has a specific question. It has a specific answer. You have to answer the question that was asked first and then give you the rest of the information. So the reason why I didn't, like, I got points on my test, and the reason why I never failed exams was because I'd sit there and give them the exact, like, what I know is the answer, and then I put a essay of bullshit underneath it saying, this is how I came to the conclusion. Please don't give me an F. If you give me an F, I'm gonna go into 30 Tech 5s and I'll fucking kill myself, bro. I can't keep doing this shit. You're gonna put me on 30 Tech 5s and I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm already on 25 Tech 4s because I didn't do as good as that fucking test before. I got 0.30 GPA lower than what I usually get, and they fucking put me on 25 Tech 4s and I want to kill myself right now. If you put me on 30 Tech 4s and 5s, I'm gonna fucking actually do it. That is why I'm so particular about just answer the fucking question asked. Is because I can't keep doing roundabouts. Get to the question. What was the question? And who said that since they played since start, they are good? I literally answered your question. Put my essay right now. You hear this shit? I did ATQA, BOD. This is how you if you want to pass the nuclear if you want to go join our nuclear navy and pass that shit, listen to the smartest man in the nuclear navy right here. I was smart enough to not fail. ATQA, BOD, ATQA. Answer the question asked. Benefit of the doubt your information. Answer the question asked. What was your question? Since they played since start, they are good. Who said that? They said that. Now, what is making me say what they say? I mean, so I answer your question. The next part is benefit of the doubt. Maybe I'm wrong. But I see the fact that they play and they never make a mistake. They have made zero mistakes, zero flaws. And the only times I've seen them make flaws, nobody got mad at them. Because somebody else also fucked up and made it so it was not their issue. You see why they're the best? Is because they can play the game and sorry, I saw something out of the right side. They can play the game and not make these mistakes I would make the mistakes that other people would make. That's what makes them the best. I've watched hours of content of Asmongold playing World of Warcraft, and the amount of times I've seen him make a mistake. And dude, let me tell you, as much as I want to say that he's not the best, other people in the group come to scream at the other guys because they keep fucking up so bad. I hear McConnell from his videos screaming at the top of his lungs that why the fuck can't you understand 1, 2, 3, fucking 4? After hearing that for hours, I realized this nigga actually might be the best. He might actually be the best. There's no way he's the best. He's not the best if he doesn't make any mistakes. So why don't I try to get like the best? Answer the question asked. Like, what makes them say that they're actually good? They say so. Benefit of the doubt, the information. Now I'm going to answer the question asked again. So, yeah. He said so, and he proved it. There's proof. And that proof is enough for me, for the BOD, to cover the entire thing at the end. I can't say he's not the best player I've ever seen. I can't say that. So when he says that he's the best player I've ever seen, I've never seen anyone better. I've never seen another player better. So he has to be the best.
Time investment into a video game to matter.
15 years at the point of this video, which he made 2 years ago. This is 17 years of World of Warcraft playing. When did WoW come out? Not WoW Classic. I was going to say World of Warcraft, but I thought World of Warcraft Classic was WoW from back in the day. 2004. Is that the actual release? I thought there was a previous version. It was announced in 2001. Huh. I thought it was produced in like 1999. Yeah, I was gonna say. I swear to God, it was made in 1999.
in 1999, but with Star Crisis did only end, and it's who expected an announcement of Warcraft 3. What they got was the world of Warcraft. It wasn't an RTS, but rather an MMO.
Not World of Warcraft. Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos 2002. Warcraft Orcs and Humans is 1994. He's been playing this shit since the beginning of Warcraft, World of Warcraft, basically. Maybe the Burning Crusade, because we're in 2020, that was a 2026-ish. So, yeah. This guy, he knows what he's talking about. He's been here since my parents have been playing. And my parents know a fucking lot about this game. This is probably their most knowledgeable game. This is probably the thing that they know the most about in this life. If he's anything like my parents, then he fucking knows everything. To a certain extent. Because they don't have my brain thought processes. And that's the only thing I can say. They aren't me, and so therefore I might be able to figure out something that they don't know yet. I've been doing this shit since the day I was born. I've been proving people that there's more information for everything.
Like, it won't because everybody else quits.
Like, I've had that conversation with people.
Yeah.
But it's a bit much. I think compared to, like, this is Legion. So on Legion, you had spammable Arcane Blast, Explosion, and Barrage. When you got procs,
18 buttons.
You had Arcane Orb as a short CD. You had Mark of Alaneth and Arcane Power and Palm as your long CDs. You had 4 defensives: Temp Shield, Twist Cloak, Ice Block, Greater Invis. Your utilities were Mass Invis, Shimmer Displacement, Nova Slow, Spell Steal.
Even that's too much.
And it was the most
That's
fun.
way too much. Like, it's just my opinion. I don't think you need Greater Invis. I don't think you need Temp Shield. You just need one of these. Get
No.
rid of Slow. Let's see. Probably get rid of one of the other ones. That I think that's probably a little bit better. It's fine. It's a lot better.
This is literally one of the most fun specs I've ever played in my entire life. League of Legends has, like, well, that's what Zico says. Like, he's like, why is League of Legends so fun to play? Like, why are MOBAs so fun to play? You have 4, 5, 6 buttons. Maybe and then you add, like, flash or whatever. You have, like, 7 buttons. But every button does something.
Yeah.
Meaningful. Every button.
People hated the prune though.
There are 32 things on his bar.
I said that they were right for doing it.
Press feels like it actually matters. No, but there's been plenty of times, Axton, where, you know, those little buttons.
There are 49 keybinds.
Oh, listen, I understand, man. Like,
And let's see. 48 keybinds, 47 keybinds, 46, 44, 43, 42. He has 42 keybinds. How many buttons on your keyboard do you have open and available to hit a fucking button?
MMO, it's more complex. Like, I don't want to see.
I have 7 buttons on my mouse.
You don't need, bro. The game was fun in vanilla, and it didn't have that many buttons.
You should have the buttons 1 through 0, maybe 7 mouse buttons, and then, like, whatever is in easy access of your left hand. So maybe, like, if they want anything, just drop it down to 22 to 25 buttons. Alright? Whatever the fuck that will take, I don't know. If they want, because they keep saying, like, oh, well, there's too many keybinds, there's too many this, then just set it down to an easy. The only thing I can say, World of Warcraft didn't think about the issue of having too many keybinds because they think you're gonna left click everything. But if you miss up a left click, like, oh, I want to hit that top left one. Okay, I actually hit that pretty easy. But what happens if I juju and hit both of these 3 and hit that at the same time? I don't know what these 2 do. What if one of these are Petri, right? I don't think this is Petri or some shit like that. That might be a honey bun. But one of these are Petri, and you need to fucking petrify, and you actually use it. So that's why they have buttons. Buttons aren't your hand where you could fuck up touching this this, these things, those things, accidentally touching those. I could touch all of these doing this. I could touch anything doing this shit, just randomly moving my mouse around. So that's why you have keybinds. So they should make it so you have keybinds, and they take in the fact that you might have 2 buttons on your mouse. I'm going to tell them, assume that they all have 7. Why? Because I think 7 buttons is like, I'm excited for World of Warcraft when I do play to get through the 1, 3, all the way to 7 on the bottom, and I'll start actually understanding more accurately how to use these buttons. Because this was thought, like, I'm pretty sure this mouse was thought with the World of Warcraft or like thought process in mind. Not a gamer, a World of Warcraft player. This keyboard was laid out not like a World of Warcraft, but at the same time you can use it. And I'm excited.
Wow, there were a lot of bullshit abilities that you probably didn't really need. Like, I'm gonna give a hot take. I think Heroic Strike is stupid. It should have never existed. It's a shit ability. The way it plays is shit. Everything about it is shit. And they made a good decision in Cataclysm, or they made it a secondary ability. Same with Cleave. It was a glorified auto. It's a yellow auto.
It's like 10 fucking steps. That's not that bad. 10 steps in how to play the game is not too bad.
This is gameplay. Also, Rend. I feel like we didn't really need Rend. I'm gonna be real. Don't need Rend, especially not in PvE. No reason to have it. Let's see. Besides that,
Does it not cause bleed?
Oh fuck.
Does Ren not cause bleed?
In PvP? Yeah, a little bit.
If Ren causes bleed, then that's actually useful. What the fuck does Ren... 10 rage, instant cast, requires warrior, level 4, melee weapon, requires bot stance, defensive stance. Wounds the target, causing them bleed for 15 damage over 9 seconds. Bleeding for 5 damage every 3 seconds. That's really useful. If you stack Rend on a creature, that starts getting like 15, 30, 45, 60 damage. I can see Rend being really fucking good. I don't know. Yeah, they're rage baiting, bro. Burrito, thank you for letting me know that they're fucking rage baiting. Because, like, I was like, I can't be the only one who thinks they're fucking insane for some of the shit they're saying. It just sounds like they just don't like the game in this state right now, and they're trying to argue about it and debate all the facts about it.
Ability in the game just to counter one class. Get the fuck out of here. That's a waste. Rend should be applied by an auto hit. Yeah, something like that. No, it shouldn't. It should just have deep wounds. That's it. That's all you need. Dodge.
If you hit something, you should rend it. If you have a sword, you should cause rend. Why? Because if you hit something twice, you should cause rending. Bleeding doesn't cause from the first attack; it always causes from the second or third. Because you'll start bleeding in excess. That's rending something. So if it's not caused by slashes and damage in his ability, yeah, it shouldn't be an ability. It should be a actual casual cast. Nah, they delirious. Thank you. I was gonna say, am I stupid? Am I dumb? I was like, I feel like these guys are talking stupid shit. It's like when at least when I talk about Vendetta being a tank, I had like an idea and also said that they should produce a tank next. The next character should have been a tank, but they decided to make it a DPS.
The biggest reason I can't play retail right now is the complex damage rotations. Complex damage rotations are not what makes combat fun for me. It's not what makes combat fun for a lot of people, man. Like, it should not be. I'm telling you, even if you want to have like a bunch of like utility
Somebody
spells.
says Rend is useful. It's spread with Thunderclap and it's crazy good damage with arms PvP bleed build.
Ooh.
Bro,
that might be nice.
Classic WoW. That was in Wrath and Cataclysm. Like, you don't even remember. Like, please stop.
That are interesting.
What do you mean?
But I swear the way you deal damage in this game is way too complicated.
See, now this is why I think he's an asshole, right? He doesn't look at right fucking now. He thinks about 17 years ago, and he's like, well, 17 years ago, they had this issue, and this, shut the fuck up and talk about what's happening right now. Nobody is the same as they were 17 fucking years ago. Nobody is. If you're looking at them from that long ago, you're being dumb. It's stupid. Baby Hitler wasn't Hitler until something snapped in him at 25. I bet he was a normal gentleman. I bet he was actually even respectable, liked by a lot of people for no fucking reason because he was actually a decent human being, and then he had a psychotic break, and then shit went wrong. 17 years ago, I was a toddler. You are not the same as you were 17 years ago, Burrito. I know exactly what you look like, how you act, and you did not act like this at the age of 1. Nobody's the same. But they want to keep looking at it like fucking WoW hasn't changed. WoW has changed so much since I was a child, I don't even recognize what this game is anymore. At one point, I remember asking my parents, are you playing a new game? Because the game had upgraded graphics or some shit. And they're like, no, it's not a new game. They just added a graphics patch. Things look prettier now. I think it came with the Mounts and Cataclysm or some shit, Legion, somewhere around there. I think it was Wrath of the Lich King, maybe? No, it was the Wrath of the Lich King. Whatever fucking expansion that was, I said, damn, bro, you were playing some cool, alright game. And the Wrath of the Lich King came out. I was like, who is that? Who has that sword? I want that! Oops, all PvP. Oops, all fuck shit. For reals! I came here for PvE fucking goatedness, but it's
way too convoluted. There's way too many buttons that don't really do that much, but you're still forced to press. Like how many spells do you think should be in a damage rotation? Like 5 single target,
1.
like 2 or 3 AoE or something.
That one button until they dead.
A lot of fun in TBC. Just
that would be fun. That just spamming one button until they're dead, like you do an FPS. This is an FPS shooter though.
Or not, Arcane's damage rotation is significantly less complicated in PvP. It's still complicated. Like the
Look how cool that looks.
the actual buttons you press are way.
Why would I want to change that?
The complexity of the game is
World of Warcraft, don't listen to these dumbasses.
to play would pull in
If you watching this shit, don't listen to these assholes.
that can play for hours.
I like the amount of buttons you have right. I mean, hey, I'm not pressing any of them, and I probably won't for the next 20 years. But hey, if I ever came back and decided to say I want to be one of these little characters, that looks cool.
So you have to have 2 people go out and summon them, and then running back. It's clearing 10 minutes of trash. It's having a boss, and one person does something wrong in a 20-man raid, and everybody else dies. That's what's killing the fucking game as well. No, everyone's Soulstone Heroes to prevent the run back. They should put that in a base game. If everybody's like, okay, so let me get this straight. So this is now like a skill cap to avoid wasting. So like you have to be good at not letting the game waste your. What the fuck are we talking? What the fuck is going on? Well, what if somebody releases? They clicked the wrong button. Oh, I accidentally released. Oh, okay, well, get a summoning stone down. Oh, we don't have a warlock. Okay, he's got to run back. The trash respawn, though. Oh, shit.
So somebody makes a mistake. They fuck up, and World of Warcraft should pay for it? Somebody accidentally goes, I have a key right here. I have a G, and the thing's right next to it, and it's an H. Okay, I hit H. Oh, no, I actually hit G. Oh, fuck, I made a mistake. And they're supposed to pay for the fact that you fucked up? Nah, Brody. Nah, Brody. Get fucking cooked. Get fucking cooked. Die. You pressed the wrong button. Die. You know what happens if I press the wrong button on a nuclear submarine? I die. Or someone else does. So, yeah. I hate to say it. Shut the fuck up. You guys may be the best at the game, the smartest at the game, but you're not smarter than me. So shut the fuck up. You guys don't think about it as a game. You think it is as like an enjoyment for you guys. It's a fucking game.
I kind of agree with Knight. Like,
It's not designed around you and what little peasants you are.
they were good.
You guys are children trying to play this shit. Just don't fuck. Just don't fuck up. So easy.
challenges WoW has is like.
Also, I'm gonna disprove you right now. Do you know how long it takes to get into WoW? 15 days at the most, 45 days at the longest, and most likely, every person, if they were burrito style, would make it in 7 days, to the point where you want to be level 60. Maybe 15, but I think you're smarter than that, so I think you'd even drop down the 7-day timer to make it to level 60. It takes 13 hours to get from level 50 to level 60. It takes 8 hours to get from level 0 to level 50. If you're that fucking dumb, and you die that many times, you may not make to level 60 in 15 days. Burrito style would probably be like, somehow you figure out how to do it, and you're a smart man. You're actually very smart. You're intelligent. So you actually are able to figure out things very quickly and actually be able to figure out things in the instant of how to fix them, and also take live data and change it to the proper management of thinking. And you actually think about what you say before you say it. I know nobody else besides like me and somebody else who thinks before they actually say. Everyone else just says what's on the top of their fucking mind and doesn't think about what the consequences of the reactions are or what they're doing. They just do. Nobody thinks anymore because we were taught that thinking is stupid. People are reaction based instead of being thinking based. And I will say this right now. You are one of the only people I know that think. My grandpa, he has to think, and so he's been forced to think. But not many other people I know even try to think. They just do. And when they're thinking is when they're bored and they have nothing else to do. So they get bored, dumb, useless nonsense instead of thinking when it's really important. I mean, I do like 70% of the time just say whatever, but that's mostly impulse. And if I don't say it, it is banished to the shadow realm. You see? Good old ADHD, baby. That is me. I think it through very heavily. Every word I have said is calculated. If I said it, I probably have facts and actual evidence behind what I say. That is how hard I think. I've been taught to think faster, aka while I'm talking. But I would rather just think of a whole paragraph to say to somebody and then say the beautiful little paragraph, and they're like, damn, he said some fucking complicated words, and he was saying this actually fucking absolute serenade of a fucking serenade of a marsupial? No, that's animal. I would think of something pretty much. I'd go Google it at this point. If I can't figure it out, I just go Google it. And then I go use that word. You see, that's me. If I can't figure it out, I would rather be able to Google it. But because people are so impulsive and so ADHD nowadays, you can't think before you say, because otherwise they're going to say something stupid. And they're going to say something wrong. And then we're going to have to go based off of the wrong facts instead of the right facts. Like how I set your ass up on that story by social engineering your response to a rant off of a sentence that triggered a memory frame. That is exactly what I mean. You think before you type. So much that you got my ass before I could even think fast enough to understand that you were doing something. That is the truth. Nobody else is that fast for me. I know nobody else that's fast enough to think faster than me. And so by the time they said the first 2 words of their sentence, I thought about the whole fucking essay that they're about to say. And so I'm sitting here, I'm like, keep talking. And my ADHD brain just wants to fucking get over this shit and move on. But there's keep talking. How much longer do I have to sit here? 30 seconds left. Okay. They're using their fucking taunts on me. I'm like, okay, keep going. And then I have to sit here, even though I already know everything they're going to say, and let them finish their conversation, because that's the respectful thing to do. That's the right thing to do. But my impulse is so much higher than my thinking that I just impulse sometimes. Because I don't want to sit here for 1.5 minutes and listen to you speak. I would if you were telling me something different that I didn't already know. But no one's telling me shit that I don't know. And that's why when I ask them questions and they don't answer the fucking question asked, I sit there and say, oh, fucking hands up. I want to talk. You didn't answer the question asked. Why should I respect you? You didn't answer what I said. You didn't respect me. You disrespected me. So now I'm even fucking irritated. I was already irritated before. Now I'm going to get even more irritated. And then I'm going to sit here and be pissed. So instead, I'm going to intrude, fucking cause all of your answer, I'm cutting off your whole argument right then and there. Because you did not ATQA. I would let you BOD if you ATQA. And then if you ATQA after, I'll give you brownie points. I'll shut the fuck up. That's how much I think ahead. And then I do this thing sometimes where I'm sitting here doing nothing and I'll bounce between what they would say and what I would say and keep fucking going. And then I come back to the person and then I'll come back with all this new information and all this shit and they're trying to hit me with a rebuttal and I'm like, boom, 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 boom. I win. And then they're like, it's not fun to play against you. I'm like, it's not fun to play. To me, it's fun to win. As long as both sides are happy. So when I know that both sides won't be happy, I don't come back to them. I let them be wrong. Because I'm not going to go make them feel stupid. Do this shit to Daniel every day. Daniel all the time. He looks at me, he says to me I'm wrong, I go fact check him, and I don't say a fucking word. And then when I do, he'll be like, wait, I'm not wrong. I'm like, you can't, like, most of the people in my life cannot accept when they're wrong. But me, they keep telling me that I'm a know-it-all. And they keep saying that. And then I look at them and say, when am I being a know-it-all when I accept the fact I'm wrong? But they won't accept the fact that they're wrong. That is how far I've gotten in my life. But I'm smart. So I just kind of, like, at this point in my life, I'm just like, fuck it, who cares? Who cares who writes? Who cares who's wrong as long as I know my answer? I got my answer in the end. I'll move on from everything. But I'm just not going to tell them when they're wrong anymore. I'll let people live in the wrong moment now. Unless, like my grandpa and me and him were debating over the fact about, can you leave grease in a pan for like a week and a half to 2 weeks? I mean, that's the longest I'll leave grease in a pan for, and I use it by the fucking second, third day that the grease is in the pan. And he's like, that's bacteria buildup, that's bad. I Googled it, I researched it, every fact and point said I was right. You guys were on stream. Burrito, you were there for when I talked to him about this. I figured out all the information and figured out I was right. But I didn't go up to him and say that he was wrong. I'm just going to let him live his life and be happy that he thinks he won. In reality, I won. Why? Because I know the actual information. I went through AI, and then I went from AI and said, prove me wrong, though. What happens if the AI is wrong? And I went to the actual resources of like food and health services, and they literally said 30 days. I could leave grease in that pan for 30 days before it goes bad. 30 fucking days. I told him you can only leave it in there for a week to 2. I was wrong, but I was right. So then I figured out, okay, so now I'm going to start using that as information. The grease in my cup, I said, was 2 months old. I threw it out. I put new grease in the cup now. Every 30 days, I need to remember to recycle it. That's where I get. That's all I'm going to do with my life now. Because I'm not just going to keep fighting an argument when nobody listens to me. Listen to me first. I listen to you after. Now we've won. You won and I won at the same exact time because we come down to, like, me and you, Burrito, if we don't have a problem, like, if we have, like, a problem in between us, I would come to a fucking conclusion, match it, and then make sure that we both got what we wanted in the end. If I was wrong, you get I'm wrong, I'm sorry. If you're right, if I'm right, usually you're pretty nice. You're like, oh, never mind. You're right about that. I've heard you say that before. So I look at you and say, you're smart enough to understand when you're wrong, and then also, you're smart enough to understand when your argument's right. And that is what I love about you. It's not like I want people to be wrong around me. I want them to be right. But they need the correct information, and they weren't given the correct information 99% of the time. I went to the physical place to get the information. They Googled it. They got it off TikTok. They heard it from a friend. I was told at a young age, don't listen to your fucking friends. And I stopped listening to my friends. And I figured out that I was right most of the time. I was like, damn, bro, I thought I was wrong when my friends told me I was wrong. But in reality, your friend's telling you wrong because that's all he knows. Well, yeah, I know when to give it up if my argument is back up is back up in a corner. I've never had to back you in a corner. I literally word for word just say something, and then boom, you just accept it. And then you'd also look at me, but I know if it's got teeth, I'll let it bite. Abso-fucking-lutely. And you have argued me back. And I looked at him and I was like, let me go research. Every single time I say, let me go research. Because if I research and my research is wrong, then I'm wrong. But if I'm not able to research, then neither point was proven and neither point was disproven. We could just go off and I'll just go prove my own point. But at the same time, you don't let it be like that. We get to an actual answer and we both are happy. Also, you don't try to piss off somebody. The more somebody tries to piss me off, the more likely I'm going to just say fuck you and just rebuttal. You don't put me in a corner and not expect the wolf to start to bite back. I'm going to fucking chew you alive. And if I die, damn right are you going to be chewed to fucking bits by the time you leave and have to go to the hospital. That's how I fight. You will be losing. And you will be on the back foot the whole time when you try to, like, not you, Burrito, but like the world. Well, they will be on the back foot. And they'll be like, where did you get your information from? Pulls up phone. Tap, 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 tap. I can't find it right there, but oh, right here. Thank you. Well, that's only one article. Okay. Scroll. Okay. All right, right there. And when there's no articles, I say literal proof of life. I say, this is what I know from just living. This is what I've seen, bro. And if what I see is wrong, then I don't know how. Because reality isn't articles. You can have an article that says something happens 90% of the time. In reality, it only happens 10% of the time. Because you used a certain group size in a certain group that is not the one you choose. Maybe you got the wrong, maybe they're all mentally ill individuals. Or maybe you didn't actually know the information that was actually there and what they were showing. There are those points. I like being proven wrong though. Because it makes me feel like the world has so much more to learn. And me too. I have so much further to go. But when people keep trying to say that I'm wrong when I'm right, and I get the actual proof and I don't disprove them, I'm just going to say that the world doesn't know anything. That's where I've gone to, is the world keeps telling me shit and telling me I'm wrong, and I go find proof, and then what am I supposed to do with this proof now? They're going to feel like I'm attacking them if I come back to them with the proof. I don't know what to do. Well, not you backing me into a corner. Their argument itself is fucked. I'm not going to kick the dead horse expecting more miles out of it. Yeah, but I want you to realize, like, with me and you, I don't think we've ever gotten to a heated discussion. I don't think we argue. I think we discuss deeply. Most people I do talk to, they want to argue. They don't want to debate. They don't want to discuss. They want to argue. I don't argue. That means you add emotions. Fuck emotions. And when somebody gets emotional, that's the second that has become an argument. You should never add emotions into discussions. It will turn to an argument.
I keep feeling like I need to say this because, like I said, I love this game, dedicated my life to this game, favorite game I've ever played in my whole life. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way. Even if you do everything, so here's another problem with WoW is even if you do everything, let's say you actually buy the game.
Can I skip this fucking video, bro? I don't want to watch this shit, bro. It's 14 more minutes of garbage and useless information, but I want to know if he says anything smart. Debates and discussions are banter back and forth. Absolutely. It's playing checkers. Arguments are playing chess. When you're talking to people, I'd rather play checkers any day of the week. What the fuck am I going to play chess for? I hate chess.
Vinruki just recorded a 19-minute video while he was in queue, as far as I know, for one game. And that's a fact. It's right there. You just watched it happen. Vinruki is a legend. This guy has been playing WoW forever. Like, he's such a good guy. Please make sure to give him a like, give him a sub. He still plays WoW PvP, needs all the help he can get, man. Like, you're gonna get fucking cucked by this game. The PvP, come on, guys, let's go. Let's try to help Vinruki out. Yeah, people, you have a react content in the middle of arena queues. You watch one of the movies of Lord of the Rings. You know, like, it's simple.
I should ask my mom to go watch Lord of the Rings to see how it goes. Like, how long does it take you to get into an arena? How long does it take? Don't tell me. And she watches the whole Lord of the Rings. I will lose my shit. Because she has high level characters. And so I would expect them to actually, like, put her into a high level queue.
You would go to the banks of Stormwind and you would get inspected and either kicked out or invited to a group. Based off of a mage raid leader.
Though, however, I know I can absolutely wreck people in argument. Is you sufficiently provoke me and you have made me lost my goodwill or respect towards them. Yup. Yep. I do this one thing in the end of the day where I say, I like, if you piss me off, this is the only time I do it. If you piss me off with your argument, I just say, I'm right, you're wrong, you just don't know it. Bro, why do my hands autopilot a question mark?
It's like, I remember I used to tell people that, like, getting king
because you're always asking questions? It's because you're smart? The smarter you are, the more questions you ask?
No, I was actually the one getting gear checked at that point. But like,
question mark?
in Classic, yeah. Like, people, it's always been like this. It's always been like this. Like, it was like this before Raider IO. It was before, like this before fucking item level. It was always like this. There was no magical, mythical time where you just get invited into a group because you've got a great personality and you're ready, you're a go-getter. No, that doesn't fucking exist, man. And it never did. It was always the same shit. I don't know why they still have depletion in Mythic Keys.
I'm aware I'm rather inquisitive.
A key in WoW, they should make it
Do we Inquisitor? Yes. You are very inquisitive. I will say that too. Extremely, if anything. You ask a lot of questions, and then you ask questions for the questions you asked because the information that they gave was questionable. Not questionable as in the information is questionable, like as in a second. It's the secondary meaning, which is you can question more from this, and you'll get more answers, and you'll get deeper and deeper and deeper. I am very inquisitive too. When someone asks me a question, I like to ask 13 billion questions for that question. So my conversations with people get very deep and very long. And people get very frustrated because I ask 13 different questions instead of just talking about random bullshit that don't matter. I don't think you're just inquisitive. I think you're inquisitive about the right questions. You ask the right questions. And that's what matters.
You just spent 20 minutes and you just wasted 20 minutes.
Yeah, I just wasted 20 minutes of my time watching this fucking video.
There is a risk. You don't think that bro, do you not think wasting 20 minutes is not a risk? That's a huge risk. What do you mean? I think that.
But I find the whole more questions you ask, the smarter you are logic to be flat and rather unintuitive. I believe it is more appropriate when the questions are like upon itself, where you can fold the questions upon themselves on the subject. Else it becomes more of a shotgun of surface level of knowledge. And that's why I said you know how to ask the right questions. You don't just ask questions. You ask a lot of questions, and that's why you're smarter. But you know the right questions to ask. And you don't bring your emotions into the picture until we're at the final question. That's why the questions you ask are usually very important. And I don't, like, if you ever send me a question mark, bro, I probably open the message immediately. Just because, like, maybe you're asking me an actual informative question, and your questions are just, like, it feels like they're important. Your questions feel like they're as important as questions I ask. The questions I ask are just for keep myself safe and keep my friends safe and keep my family safe. But also, it's to further my level of knowledge, of course, but it's for those reasons. I know the life I live. People don't like people who are right all the time because then they're going to show them that they're wrong. and they're living their simple lives and happy lives being right all the time. Well, yeah, I rarely spitball shit. Yeah, that's my favorite part.
It's massive. The punishment's feeling. Yes, like time is a risk. Yes, exactly. Wasting 20 minutes as a full-time jobber is awful. Yeah, and it's like really, yeah, you're right. It's more like an hour. I think
I like wasting time in my fucking 9 to 5 job where I get paid for, but at the end of the day, when I do get paid for it, things go wrong. You know what I mean? Like they look at me and say, "But why wasn't this done?" Because I wasted 20 minutes of my time,
Like, I mean, PvP I think is actually pretty good.
which kind of sucks.
Like wasting your time, but I think that for Mythic Plus and especially raiding, like in raiding,
PvP isn't only good for you wasting 20 minutes of your time in game. It looks like it's really good for for 20 minutes of 20 minutes of a video's time right here.
like this is my opinion. I think they should get rid of 80% of the trash, minimum. Get rid of 80% of the trash, and put a summoning stone in front of every boss, and have each character instantly respawn in front of a boss with full buffs as soon as they die. Well, after everybody else dies, like as a wipe. Having to run back, having to summon people into the instance. This is just like it just wastes my time. I don't want to do it. No. It's about wasting 20
Why am I so tired?
Blizzard games? Well, as you've noticed, I've like kind of stopped playing WoW for that reason. Like that's kind of the point, right? Is that like we would do things in WoW and things would take such a long time. And summon some of our bosses, Warlock players fuming. Yes, fuck them. That's right. Remove mythic restriction. Yeah, completely remove the mythic restriction. Completely remove the cross server restriction. Let people do whatever they want on day one of the patch. That's what I think. You're asking for a lot here? Why? Like, I'd be more likely to play the game if that was the case. Because, like, whenever I play WoW, what I do is that whenever I'm not doing a boss, I'm thinking about the fact that I'm not doing the boss. And that I'm in this raid at this point for a bullshit reason. It's the idea of meaningful loss of time. Well, yeah, and that's why I stopped playing. That's my point. A meaningful loss of time for me is that I stopped playing the game. Of course. Most people enjoy the thrill of possible punishment, and if they're playing MMOs, they probably have time to burn. Well, then why is retail WoW fallen off? And why have games that don't do that become more popular? Like, I don't know. I think that's a pretty big indicator. People called you crazy for wanting mixed pools of players for Ally and Horde for raiding guilds. Now people love it. WoW players don't know what's best for them. I think that the problem with WoW players and a lot of MMO players is that they're so attached to the things that they worked hard for that they don't understand that the journey to work hard for those things wasn't rewarding, and they just did it because they were addicted to the game. So like things like completing 250,000 honorable kills, stuff like that. Like this is basically the same as like I have no respect for my time, right? Like that's basically what you could replace the title with. I think also like players have such like they want to make sure that their achievements in the game are held in high regard, so they don't want to make the game more approachable to new players, because if the game is more approachable to new players, then their achievement comparatively means less because other people can get it and it's easier to get it. Does that make sense? Weren't you like that before? Yeah, I think whenever I was younger, I was more like that. But, you know, I got older and smarter and, you know, I got better perspective on it. And that's, you know, that's why I say what I say now. Yeah, I grew out of it. Yeah. Back then, the indicator of what was a waste of time wasn't really there. Nowadays, if dev finds a way to waste 20 minutes, we just go away. Well, I think it was. It's just that comparatively, and also, like in WoW, like WoW was the massive time saver game, because in like Ultimate Online and like EverQuest at the time, like they wasted way more of your time than WoW did, and like you would lose experience on death, you would lose your items sometimes, like it was really bad. So like WoW was actually seen as the like that was like the baby MMO. Like that was the MMO that kids played and people that, you know, couldn't handle a real MMO played. But the truth is that as soon as people played a version of the game that was like not a time waster, they immediately moved over and played it because it was just better. Why people like EverQuest so much back then? What changed?
Imagine being able to build an app with your
Ads. That's what
Just
changed.
thinking
There were
about
more
it.
ads.
Meet Base 44.
Well, I think that also, like, a lot of times people like something because they don't have any frame of reference of something that could be better. So, like, have you ever had, like, a game or something like that, or something you did that, like, oh, wow, I thought this was great, and then you learn about something else, and it, like, expands your worldview, and you're like, wow, this is way better. So what's the least time-wasting MMO, in your opinion? I would say right now, probably Final Fantasy 14. Almost, I used to like to say Lost Ark, but I don't really think that's the case. I mean, in terms of raids, it's like a very much like a mixed bag. Like, there are good things.
How the hell do you
about
play Final
that
Fantasy
don't
14? What the
change at
hell?
all, but I think that almost all of the good things are also in Final Fantasy 14, whereas nothing of, like, the bad things are not. I think that in general, like, gaming has gotten a lot more mainstream, and there have been a lot more people that have come into gaming. And because a lot more people have gotten into gaming, that's why I think people are also more okay with microtransactions too, because, you know, these are people that are used to being nickel and dimed for stupid shit in, like, the real world for consumerism. So, like, it's in the game.
I don't. Once I get the game, I don't put another penny in the game. Why would I put money into a game I already spent 25 to 30 bucks on? Why would I put money into a game I already put 70 bucks in? Why would I put money into a game that I've already spent 400 bucks on?
And, like, getting satisfaction out of it is what really matters to me about difference very apparent to you that others isn't.
Yes, I spent $400 on a game before. And that's just over the years I've been playing it. I played Destiny 2 for 4 years straight, ever since the Forsaken DLC came out. I bought the Forsaken for $100. I bought Beyond... No, Beyond Light was free. Then I got the Witch Queen DLC free. I mean, for $100, and then I got the latest one for $100, and then I think actually Beyond Light was like, no, I got Beyond Light for $100. I got both Forsaken and Beyond Light. That is the only time I ever spent more money in a game.
I don't mind that as much because it's part of the game. But, like, whenever something happens that you can't control is what the issue is. Would you like a mechanic where you can't transfer hardcore realm to... I think that they should have that in general. Like, PoE has that, where, like, if you die in hardcore, your character goes to softcore realms. I don't know why Diablo doesn't have that. I feel like it's just a better option in general. What's the key difference between hard mechanics and wasteful mechanics?
Ew, Destiny.
So this is the way that I see it.
Would you like to change your destiny? I could do that for you. But yeah, I love Destiny. I played Destiny 2 for...
Go backwards, and hard mechanics make you go back to where you began before you began the mechanic.
1 second.
That makes sense. Things that are wasteful, I think it's like you have to go back and, like, refarm a bunch of bullshit, do a bunch of other things. That's what I don't like.
Hurry up!
Redo the same thing just so I can get a chance to do something else. Yeah, basically backwards progression. Jump King and Only Up. Well, I quit both of those games because they're not fun. Like, to me, I get satisfaction out of...
Why my Steam not open up?
And I really enjoy them a lot. But whenever I'm playing a game and I make backwards progression, that link is just
Steam.
immediately severed. Like, mentally. Like, as soon as I realize, like, okay, well, actually what I did doesn't matter because I just lost it, then I'm done. Time I see in games feels like the devs are doing it to make you pay for skips even if it isn't true. Yeah. Dark Souls is the same thing, though. The only person who would say that is a person who doesn't understand Dark Souls. And it's okay, right? I mean, like, maybe you didn't play it or whatever. Because, like, people always use, like, Dark Souls as an example, but they don't really understand.
As someone 535 hours into Destiny 2, I like Destiny 2.
Well, I think the problem with, like,
And then like 400 hours into Destiny 1, I like Destiny 1.
Things in the game that, as I said, they just waste your fucking time, man. Why new players don't stay in Whirl.
Let me see. Is there another video to watch where I could get some more data? Well, let's watch this.
Does that make sense? My dad was 60 playing WoW, and he had difficulty. Yeah, my mom's the same way, right? That's kind of the way that I know. And it's like with hunters, right?
Yo, look at the list chain.
Everybody that plays a hunter is either under 12 or over 60, right? And yeah, I don't think that there's like it's not an accident, right? Because like classes like that help you like deal with things. So, I mean, like, am I wrong? Am I wrong? It's like, okay, let's go through it. So you got rogues, okay? Like people that play rogues and people that play shadow priests are people that have about 100 cigarette butts on their desk, and they drink beer all the time, and they have like a really muffled voice. People that play shamans are about 35 years old with a graying beard. Okay, not gray, but a graying beard. Like, a little bit of patches. And, they have a lot of opinions on beer. Okay? People that play mages are just generally guys that like to read a lot. They wear glasses, and they usually go to college. People that play warriors are just your general alpha male bodybuilder champions, chads. That's basically who plays warriors. Paladins are played by beta males, guys that, their girlfriend Stacy goes out to hang out with Chad on Friday night, and he tells her he loves her, and she won't kiss him goodbye, and then he gives her, she comes home late that night, and then he makes her breakfast in bed the next day. That's what Paladins do. Let's see, who else do we have? Paladins, mages, Druids. Druids are played mostly by, I would say, what are Druids played by? Druids are played by people that don't take a shower very often. Like maybe once or twice a week. And if you see pictures of them, you can tell. Also, they're played by girls, which brings me to my next point, which is priests. Priests are played mainly by, mostly by girls. And also, who else is there? I would say also, yeah, shadow priests, guys that have like a million cigarette butts on their table as well. And monks. Monks are played by guys that laugh at the Big Bang Theory unironically. Monks are played by guys that have very strict opinions about craft beer. Monks are played by guys that wear fanny packs. Okay, if you wear a fanny pack, you play a monk. What else are we at here? Monks, paladins, warlocks. Warlocks are played by 14-year-olds that don't listen to their mom, and they draw pentagrams on their hands, and they go to school like that too, and their mom makes them wash it off whenever they go home from school, and they also have a DeviantArt profile. Death Knights are played by the 17-year-old version of them, like myself, a little bit older and later in life, and that's basically what DKs are played by. Also edgy kids. Who else were we missing? Did we get everybody? Demon Hunters. Demon Hunters are played by the small minority of kids that are still somehow playing this game. And basically, if you have ADD, you play a Demon Hunter. It's a guarantee. And that's pretty much what Demon Hunters do. Rogues?
All right.
I already did rogues. So yeah, there's nothing else really for rogues. Mages, I did mages, rogues, hunters, shamans, pandas.
Yeah.
I think that we got all the classes. That's good. Let me just make sure that I did. Atlas suits, collections. This is tier sets. Okay, it's bugged out. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Pandas, DK hunters. I did that. Races. I don't know about races. That seems a little bit racist.
He's not wrong. He just explained my entire family. That and how they play. So when you say he's not the best World of Warcraft player, he even knows the fan base the best. He just doesn't know what I'm going to play next, which I wasn't around. People like me weren't around back then. All right? I'm a specific type of human being. I'm a different breed. I don't know. I was thinking about being Paladin, but then I was like, Paladin isn't really me. And he's like Death Knight. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be Asmongold. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm very similar to him. So I'm like, maybe. But I'm a little bit more beta. Like, I'll let my girl go out, but she can't hang out with the Chad. And if she comes home to me and she's hanging out with a friend, I will make her breakfast tomorrow. But if she hangs out with me all day and she plays games and lives at home, I'll make her breakfast. You see what I mean? I'm not beta. I'm kind of like a Sigma. Like, I understand my female can go hang out with her male friend and accept that they'll be male friends, but I will not accept it if I know the dude is definitely going to try to fuck her. You see what I mean? Like, I'm probably a Death Knight. I don't know what a Death Knight does. Don't know what it is, but Death Knight makes me think to myself, I'm like, I'm willing to kill you and her because you made her cheat on me and she came home crying to me. And then I killed him, and then she told me, like, it was my fault, and then kills herself. So it's my fault for killing the other dude, and it's her fault for cheating, but at the same time, she killed herself, which means I killed him because I killed him, and so now she's dead. And then I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn, I got 2 dead bodies to deal with. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Otherwise than that, I think that's it. I figured out how to be the best Warcraft player in the fucking world with this shit. I'm gonna go Google it again. I might come back later on. I don't know what the fuck I just watched for 49 minutes. How long was that shit? How long was that garbage ass fucking video? It was 49 minutes and 10 seconds. I wasted 29 minutes and 10 seconds of my life reacting to Asmongold and getting rage baited. All right? I literally got so infuriated, I started talking shit about not only myself, not only everybody else around me, but life. I fucking hate you, Asmongold. I hope to God that one day you'll realize that sometimes a game is just made to be a fucking game. And it was built to press fucking buttons. That is what the nuclear polymath has to say. And with that, sayonara. Au revoir. And good night. And stream as not the nuclear polymath, but your expert gamer here. Your boy is about to go and take a piss, take a shit. Yeah, I'm just taking a piss, a shit, eat some food. I'll probably come back to stream later on because I don't think I'm done learning. This video only taught me how to do PvP. I don't give a fuck about PvP. I fucking hate PvP. I played Warcraft PvP one time, or Warcraft PvP one time. I fucking hated it. So no PvP. I'm just playing PvE. And I'm gonna go look up, see if he has some more information on that. Otherwise, I'll catch you later, Burrito. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. You are beautiful. You are amazing. I shall now go to the ball crushing factory. My balls must be crushed. They must be eviscerated. Juices everywhere.